Hypergriff presents Absolute Cinema. Please zip line. Use your mouse to pick a target. There's one target, bestie. We gotta go back to our roots of League of Legends. Oh no, we're doing cannons. Welcome to Endfield Industries. This is a first hour video. We don't have to get into lore until at least hour 3 or something. CPU is going crazy, but we are finally getting into our first hour of the official release of Arknights Endfield. Friends and gamers, it has been a long time coming, not just like waiting for this game, but also just for me to have the time to get to this game. If you're only here for Arknights content and aren't here for like any of the other content I do, hi, I adopted a puppy. He's not a puppy, he's 2, but he's my sweet baby angel, and I've been putting a lot of time and effort into taking care of it. So, he is currently sleeping on the floor in front of my PC tower. It's his favorite spot to be, and we are going to play Arknights Endfield. Finally! So, I don't think we have to wait for anything to load. This is just going to be a first hour, by the way. I played the tech tests as well as both betas with an asterisk, because I only did a first hour for CBT2. Was it CBT2? I think it was technically a CBT2, because we had a tech test as well. I only played that first hour in CBT2 because before I even got the video up for CBT2, that first hour video, they announced the release date. And I was like, you know what? My backlog is so backlogged right now. I'd rather just wait for release day, like the actual release of the game, and play then, because it was like very soon. They announced it in December and it came out in January. It's now February when I'm recording this, but it came out at the end of January. So I was like, okay, I can wait a month. I can wait like a month. It's not a big deal. And here we are playing Endfield. Finally. Oh my God. So this will probably all be content we've seen before. I know I've seen a lot of people raving about the compression on this game, the file compression, and the fact that it runs so well on like potato devices. I did bump down most things to medium. So I did bump down the graphics a little bit, just also because I've been having issues in my OBS. And I've said this before, 1, I refuse to upgrade to Windows 11. And 2, I refuse to buy new parts for my PC right now because, oh my God, have you looked at the price of PC parts recently? Oh my God. I'm not buying new PC parts. I will sooner stop playing a game than buy new PC parts. I don't know why we're stuck in a loading screen. That could be a cause of concern. I'm gonna hope it's not. To be fair, I get stuck in loading screens in Zenless Zone 0 all the time. Oh, it's not responding. We did freeze. Interesting. Okay. Do we pause? Do I count this in the hour? Unsure. Oh, we're getting somewhere. There we go. It's loading like the beginning cutscene, so I don't think it's always gonna be like this freezy trying to get into game. I don't think it's always gonna be bad. Already going into Endfield though, I know Endfield doesn't use Unreal Engine, and I have beef with Unreal Engine. I don't like it. It makes things very laggy and bad. File compression is like non-existent in games made in Unreal Engine, so I just have beef with it. There's many a game that I enjoy that's made in Unreal Engine, but one of the reasons I was really looking forward to Endfield is because I don't know what engine they use, but I just know it's not Unreal, which is why the file compression is as good as it is. I'm not saying it's impossible to have good file compression in a game that's made in Unreal Engine. I'm just saying it's a lot harder. It's like a trade-off. Like with Unreal Engine, you can have things look unreal. That's kind of the whole point and the name of it. But the file size is also unreal, if you know what I mean. Hypergriff presents Absolute Cinema. We are in the game. All right, I'm at like just about 5 minutes on my recording, so we'll go to like 1:05. We'll start the hour now. I don't have a timer on screen for the hour review. I literally just use my OBS timer because I'm lazy. Still looks clean. I have it on medium graphics mostly. I don't think I have VSync turned on either, but I do think they pre-render some of these cutscenes, which I have nothing against a pre-rendered cutscene if it makes the game run better. Like, for example, what is it, Dispatch? I think Dispatch is all pre-rendered cutscenes and runs really well. So we're not going to talk about the Switch version changes. I don't want to talk about that. It doesn't really matter who we pick for our administrator because you are able to go to a big rock in the game and change which way you present in Endfield. I don't know if they ever came up with a canonic thing for that, but I don't think it needs a canonic thing. Anyways, we'll play with female Endmen for now, but we can always switch it around. Personally, I like our little girly a little bit more. So, confirm. I forget who I used in CBT2. I think I ended up picking female Endmen or feminine presenting Endmen just because I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. We can change if we want. But then I just did a first hour and that was it. So I will say official release compared to the beta, gameplay I had, the loading times are a lot worse, but there's been a lot of things happening with Microsoft and various other tech things since I did beta in December. Like, so much has changed. So I'm not really even pinning, like, any issues I'm having with load times recently, I'm pinning on Microsoft, not the game I'm playing.
What took you so long?
Because I will not upgrade to 11. I refuse.
I was held up. Originium. A blessing.
Certain things, like, I feel like render distance is a little bit worse. Like, the Originium triangle pyramid looked very, like, looked a little fuzzy in the sky, but then it got closer and it was fine, so.
Travel forth, administrator.
But I mean, that doesn't matter as much. It more some like matters like character movement and stuff. My model isn't having any issues. We move around with the mouse, but I'm gonna go settings and make it less sensitive because I have issues with motion sickness. This is what my settings are looking like right now, so nothing too crazy. Also, my GPU memory usage is always going to be a little bit spikier just because I am also running my model software, so, and recording in OBS, so it's always going to look a little bit weird. There we go. There's my sensitivity. I do like how they started at 0 as the base value and then you can make it less or more. I do actually like that. I'm gonna bump down everything just because, again, motion sickness. All right, it should be good now. I usually do it like all the way at the bottom. Perfect. That's better. WASD to move, make a circle in the snow. I'm not gonna, I just realized you could draw things in the snow. We're not gonna linger with that. Here we go. It looks so good still. It's pretty similar to beta, how it looks in beta. But that final beta was so close to release. That was pretty much the release version of the game that we got then. I think they've changed some things, especially in terms of like optimization and quality of life and stuff like that, but for the most part it's really similar. Still, I'm getting a little bit of lag, but again, I'm really pinning that more on Microsoft at this point in time, so I think it's more of just technology being janky, not necessarily the game. So, and also I say this a lot with games as well, but some of my favorite games that I play a lot have even more lag than this. Like, I use Zenless Zone Zero as like a baseline for a lot of things. I'm not getting as much lag as I would get with Zenless, and Zenless is done in Unreal Engine. So, and that's not to say Zenless is a bad game. I literally just uploaded a Zenless Zone Zero video today, and I did 2 days ago, and I did multiple last week. Like, I actively am still playing Zenless Zone Zero. It's just laggy as hell. All right, whee, zipline. I think they might have added more Originium goopy stuff. Maybe it's just more colorful. I like it being more colorful though. I feel like the more vibrant neon colors you have, the more it gives off like, oh, that's poison. So we are very stuck right now. So there's a lot going on in this cutscene area though. Unlatch and we move. I forget how to sprint. It's the button. It's the mouse button, but my game is not happy with it. Oh, she's having issues in this area. I feel like I wasn't having that many issues in this area in beta though. I don't know where all the issues with lag would have came from though, if this was the same version we got. Like, I literally had less lag in beta, and I don't know how that happens. The only thing I can chop it up is it being like more of a hardware issue than like a game program issue, you know? So I am going to go through the tutorial stuff in case you're new here. But we're starting with our basic attack. Keep clicking or click and hold the left mouse button. I am playing on keyboard and mouse to perform basic attack sequences. Keep attacking to perform the last basic attack sequence, final strike. So I want to try the hold down one because I'm lazy. I'm feeling lazy today. I had work today. I was supposed to leave at 4. My boss didn't let me leave till 5 because they forgot I was supposed to leave at 4. So I went on a walk with Puppy. He liked it a lot. We went to go check out the dog park near my apartment, and it was horrible. We're not going back. It was not good. The press and hold down is nice. I didn't use that a ton before, mainly because we have stuff like this, the dodge. Press shift or the right mouse button to dodge enemy attacks. Dodging does not interrupt basic attack sequences, but costs stamina. I do like that it doesn't interrupt your attack sequences, just because that sucks if your attack sequence gets interrupted, you know? And then we have our perfect dodge. This is something we have to learn how to do because I really struggled with it in both CBT 1 and 2, I believe. Pressing the dodge button at the precise moment of enemy attack triggers a perfect dodge that returns half of the stamina spent. So I do want to look at this animation here to kind of figure out the timing, because I'm used to, in terms of like action game combat, I'm used to Zenless Zone Zero. We're going to use Zenless as an example again, where you have a visual cue for a perfect dodge, a perfect assist, etc. You have those visual cues. And so I know the timing for the Zenless Zone Zero visual cues, but we kind of have to learn it or relearn it for Endfield, which I'm not mad about. We just need to figure it out. So it hits, what would be one, kind of like a 1-2, you dodge on 2, 1-2, or not even 1-2, it's like 1.5, 1-2. Okay, so 1, okay, I'm like basing it off of when that the red impact shows up. 1, it's kind of the same time though, isn't it? Let's try this. I am frozen. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, the timing is better. Okay, maybe that was just something that was in beta then. The timing was off for dodges in beta, and maybe they've since fixed it. Because that was much more spot on timing-wise, it felt like. Whereas before in beta, I was like, what is the timing here? Because I cannot figure it out for my life. But I feel like I was able to figure it out there, which is good. Okay, we latch on to the thing, and zoom! I like it's like, use your mouse to pick a target. There's one target, bestie. Whee! We're lagging again, but whee! I'm over here screaming. Puppy does not care. He is my dog. I could be like screaming at the video game and he does not care. That is my dog, everyone. Okay, we got across and we have more Agaloy. So now we have the battle skill usage. Press number key 1 to cast the battle skill. Casting a battle skill consumes 1 bar of skill points. That's this bar down at the bottom of the screen. SP naturally regenerates over time. Hitting enemies with Final Strike also recovers SP. So we haven't really gotten Final Strike yet. So 1, hit that, 1, hit that. I think you're supposed to be able to take out all 3 of them with the special skill. Like 2 hits on the special skill is probably supposed to do it, but the timing wasn't perfect. Casting a battle skill consumes 1 bar of skill points. It's on the bottom of the screen, right above the HP bar. SP naturally regenerates over time, blah, blah, blah. Hitting enemies with Final Strike, yeah, perfect. Oh, perfect dodge also recovers some SP. Got that one too. That's a lot more likely for me, I think. And this is where I end up doing league-style auto-clicking because I feel like it's easier to hit a dodge, especially a timed, like, perfect dodge, if you are not held down on that mouse button. So that's why I never do the hold down. Fun fact. I'm gonna go back to our roots of League of Legends, unfortunately. Ultimate tutorial! Well, when ultimate energy is full, long press the battle skill key to cast the ultimate, hit enemies with skills to gain ultimate energy. It's a long press on the skill key because key number 1 is going to correlate to the first character on your team, 2 to the second, 3 to the third, etc., etc. So it is a long press so that you can activate the ultimate of the character that is not on field without having to bring them on field. That's why it's like that. I really like it how it's done that way because you're able to utilize all your characters without really having even to play them on field. Like you can have multiple off-field characters if that is the type of gameplay you prefer, you know? All right, we're moving and grooving. I think I can do another press hold on my ultimate. Oh my god, I'm lagging so hard. I don't know if maybe changing some settings would help. Welcome to the first hour. It's very frequent that we'll be in changing settings because I have some things at high. Ambient details and vegetation density, I'm gonna bump down to low, at least for now. I'm trying to see. I think that's okay. We'll just do that. We'll see if it helps. Oh, you can also shift sprint, by the way. I hit that accidentally. I don't know why. Sometimes my muscle memory just goes for a shift sprint, even though I hate shift sprints.
A legacy, a tomb.
The pretty flower tomb. This is still so pretty. I also think I got my sound settings pretty good for this game.
You chose not to let go.
Did they give Perlica a bit of an accent, or am I going insane? I can't really tell. Here we go. There's the pyramid thing. Big core. We froze though. We're back. Kinda. We're frozen. There's just so much going on here. My game is not happy today. If you're curious to see this without as much lag, though, I did play it in beta. It didn't have as much lag, so. All right, let's get him. Latch on. We move. And we're in. Unlatch me. We have to do combat soon, I think. By soon, I think it's like now. Oh, no, we still have just Agaloy. Okay, that's fine.
We can no longer retreat.
Oh, no, we're doing cannons. We're doing cannons. Okay. Welcome to Endfield. Welcome to Endfield Industries. I don't think it has me doing anything yet. Yeah, I do have another ult. I probably could have done better with that and gotten it closer. Enderman's going crazy, though. Look at Girly go. Vanquish the enemies. There we go. I think it might be, is it time for Blue Girl? I don't think it's time for the Blue Girl yet. Listen, I've seen the whisperings of people bringing up the priestess, the Arknights priestess. I don't want to talk about it today. I don't want to talk about lore today. This is a first hour video. We don't have to get into lore until at least hour 3 or something. We're still in tutorial. I feel like there was not a ledge there before. It is what it is. I don't remember if this is the exact layout. The only reason I would want to talk about lore in this video is if they added in cutscenes that were not there before. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
The end draws closer.
We run.
Cross this chasm. to
Final
face
try.
your
Oh.
trial.
Final try. We still haven't gotten to the graveyard though. Did I run through the graveyard accidentally? I might have. There's this like graveyard setting where if you actually look at some of the tombstones, I believe there's names of original Arknights characters. Because if you didn't know, fun fact, Arknights Endfield is not necessarily a continuation, but it's a game set in a similar universe, not exactly the same universe, at least for now. And my God, it's lagging.
Even you.
There's speculation on how similar this world planet. Some people think that Talos 2 is later on in the same universe as Arknights. This is why we would talk about lore, I guess. But Arknights Endfield allegedly takes place however many years later, centuries later probably, from the original story of Arknights. So there's originally a scene in beta in a graveyard, like it looks a stylized graveyard, and if you look at some of the tombstones, at least in the tech test, I believe they had names of the original Arknights characters on them. I don't know if we're reaching that part now, because I believe they re-added some of the, yes, this is the graveyard. I think they re-added some of the original OG character names to this. They took them out for a while, but I think for the official release, they did get added back in, if I'm not mistaken. But we do have to interact with this big monolith in the center first, and then we can kind of do a little bit of exploring. I do want to do a little bit of exploring here because I think it's important to the lore. And I want to see if they added the names back in. While we're on the topic of OG Arknights as well, I should probably say that I have not really been into OG Arknights for a while. I'm not a big tower defense person, but I like the lore of Arknights and always wanted to really get more into it to learn more about the lore, but I'm not a big tower defense enjoyer, so that kind of became a problem. So there, you can see there is a tombstone here that is interactable. We can view it. I think that there was this in beta, the betas as well, but it didn't have like a name. Can you let me view it, please? We're frozen. Oh yeah, there's my mouse. We are frozen. Worlds of different languages overlap upon this tombstone, or words of different languages. You can try to make out the letters, but you realize that they are flowing, colliding, and fighting each other. Your head hurts from this attempt. This is the history of countless individuals, and it recites the same tale. Everyone now rests in this place. You must press forward. So if everyone now rests in this place, did we just like die? Like here I was thinking they put us in a coma. Is it canon that in Arknights, if you're put in a coma, you just end up in like this in-between world? Possibly. Also got dark. I want to see if there's any more we can interact with. There is that one with Perlica there, but like I could have sworn they added back in the names. Ah, over here. This tombstone has been split through the middle. Its words are barely legible. You notice a shadow dancing in the cracks. It could have been yours all along. You suddenly recall a fate meant just for you. I think this was also in the beta. So that's not the names. Did I get cheated? I might have. Am I misremembering? Like, did I make up the names thing? I can't tell because I swear it was there. It was, I swear that was there before. I'm not seeing any more circles. The whispers are freaking me out, that's for sure. View. Epitaph. Okay. The cosmos held by her lips is untouched by time. Beyond portals, guarded by the deathly kind, she continues to wait and bide. I don't think this is talking about Enmid. I do think this is talking about the blue girlie we're going to meet in a second. But then it makes me wonder, how does that actually come into play, you know? Okay, there's stuff by this one. Can I interact with? I guess you can't. I guess it's just the ones that have like an interaction point. Interesting. I think I got cheated out of that. Bye, Perlica. View. A gossamer of nostalgia envelops you. A voice stirs the list of names. Wait. Yep, there it is. Calcit, Teresa, Terrasis. There we go. There's the names. Scout, Ace, Outcast, Whitesmith. Oh god, we're getting to names I struggle with. Bulgercasti, Yelana, Kristen Wright, Relkin. The voice intends to continue, but it suddenly disappears like melting snow. Only that every step you take is still planted upon a solid ground, and every breath is an inhalation of frigid air. That's the names, yeah. So in the beta, the first two tombstones and what they say, that was in beta. I don't know if maybe I missed a tombstone in CBT2, but I don't remember there being a third inscription dialogue essentially, and I feel like I'm not the only one because I did see people pointing out like, oh, we know those guys. Okay. At least some of them, like obviously like Calcit and all that.
You traveled beyond,
which is wild, by the way.
through death as pale as
I love, listen,
yet your
if a game is part of a franchise, I love slight nods to other parts of the franchise. Like with Honkai and stuff, I love that. I know not everyone does. Some people really don't like when things nod to other parts of the franchise. So think like Final Fantasy, Honkai, things like that, where there's mentions, even like Xenoblade. I love that sort of thing. Love it. I love narrative continuity, but some people don't. Personally, I do. So it makes me very happy to see. And I will linger on those sort of things. I feel like with Arknights though, I've not seen as much like hostility towards mentions to other entries from the franchise sort of thing. And obviously other entries in the franchise is kind of, well, there is the Arknights anime, but that's based on Arknights the game. I don't think, because here's the thing, I never fully watched I watched like episode 1 of the anime. I never watched all of it though. And so I'm like, are they gonna mention? Would they? I don't know. Let's move though.
Truth be told,
The fan is on in my apartment and it's like on a little bit too high and I'm very cold. So I feel like I'm immersed in the game because there's snow. Like, I feel like I'm immersed. Oh, it's time for Blue Lady. It's time for Blue Lady and her guy. Here we go. The absolute cinema tutorial combat. It is really cool. I had no idea what I was doing last time, but it is really cool. I think we're a little stuck though. Just a little bit. I'm debating if we want to do JRPG rules. But JRPG rules is something I do with games that are either actual JRPGs or JRPG adjacent, where I interact with everything because I think it's more fun. I think we might do that with this one, so we might not get as far as we would in a normal every first hour or whatever. But we have to defeat Arknights. Arknights is not proccing though. Arknights? Arknights, where are you? Oh, there's Pearly. It's trying real hard to proc in these characters. All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. It has to be a Microsoft issue, I think, because my PC has kind of been working against me because it's trying to get me to download Windows 11, and I refuse. There's our pre-rendered cutscene. Listen, I appreciate a pre-rendered cutscene right now. My PC is not happy. Still cool though. We got a tower. Oh, so we crushed the core in the sky. Interesting, because that's Originium in the sky, right? And ooh, I said this in beta, but this is a cutscene. No, I didn't. It wasn't even beta. I think I said it when they released this cutscene to the public because it was in a PlayStation demo. But this is gonna make so much more sense in like 5 years. It's a little bit confusing right now, but like in 5 years, it's gonna make so much sense. There's the guy. There's Blue Lady's guy. All right, let's do it. Hopefully we don't have as much lag and I don't die repeatedly because I did that a lot before. The slide back on the ice is still real cool though. All right, let's do it. Pearly! I appreciate that more people are calling Perlica Pearly because that was something that was in CBT 1, and it didn't get as much appreciation as I thought it did.
Careful, don't get hit.
Got to avoid the hand. So
Now,
break his arm, let's go. We started at 2, so I'm just gonna cycle through everyone. E for combos, let's go. E for combo, E for combo, E for combo. Combo skills will come up again, don't worry about it. Saw the throne bearer lost unto his lore. I kind of want to read the deep murmurs, but it's hard. Ease, 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 ease. Can't use combo skill in current state. Let's go combos. There we go. Okay, I think we're okay. I'm like cheesing it back here. I think it's is it girl Gilberta? Is she still Gilberta? Her ult's up. Long press for ult, but is it not? I don't know if it's worth it yet. We're gonna do it. Let's just do it. I got a perfect dodge. That's cool. That's fun and fresh, yeah? Ease, ease, combos. Let's do it. Whoa, get out of there. Saw I the grave mocker lost upon death's shore. Okay, I think we phase 2'd it. Oh, we got another hand. All right, let's do that ult with Pearly. No one has their ultimate voice lines right now, which is kind of annoying. Okay, we broke it. We're down to phase 2, I think, because the shield bar on the bottom is down. Over boundless realms, no crown endureth evermore. Over boundless realms, but it's like fancy, like poetry. Whoa, get out of there. Oh, rocked. How do you even avoid that? Do we just do a bunch of running? Oh, well, not like that. How do we just have to get really close to it? Nope, that's not doing anything. It's a wait. It's a wait out. You have to wait for it to be done. Nope. So you can't get too far away from it because you do have to get the hand. Oh my god, I still don't like this boss. Move, guys.
Powers are running rampant. Unleash your full
Unleash the full attack or something. Oh, here we go. Endman ult. This might do it. Ease. There we go. There it is. That was easier the second time, I will say that. The first time I had no idea what was going on. As yawn stares wane, so as stares. Staring eyes. All made shall meet anew. So that's like a rebirth thing, right? Something about rebirth. All made shall meet anew. Something about reincarnation.
You must stop that countdown. Death is nearing the shore.
Oh, we got somebody's ult. Levitain. Okay. Cannot use combo skill in current state. My ass. I don't know what's happening. Too far from the target. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Yeah, I don't think you're able to stop that. I tried this time. I will say I tried. Eternity hath come. Ah. Flashbang. And Pearly saves us. That's Pearly.
Do not forget our promise.
Yeah, we'll be back,
I'll be
Pearly.
waiting in the north.
I still don't think you're supposed to finish that Arignus boss battle. Because last time, no idea what was happening. This time, I tried. Because I knew going into it, I'm like, okay, it's going to like lock me out a little bit. We're going to try. It still didn't work. But I think it's made that way. I think it's supposed to happen lore-wise. Because it's now happened twice. Maybe I'm coping, but I'm going to pretend I'm not coping. Okay, loading screen times are getting a little bit better. That's good. It's the tower. I've seen some really nice, like, minimalist-ish doodles, even fan art of this tower. I love it. Go forth and awaken life. That's what we're doing. I do find it interesting, though, that we have normal, like, quote-unquote normal bunnies here. Whereas once you get in game, the bunnies are, like, covered in moss and stuff. Interesting. A strange object. It's the last of the Originium. But I do find it interesting that we were destroying the Originium in the, like, prologue cutscene. And then we find this one little last bit, or then found with the Originium, going into like Talos and all that. And that becomes like that's the whole thing. We bring the cancer to the world that didn't have the cancer, you know? We'll get there. We will get there. Basically, all the things I was thinking about, like lore-wise, in the implications of farming for ore on Talos 2, all the like questions I had about the morality of that in the betas, I've seen a lot of people bring up. So I'm like, okay, I wasn't going crazy. Awesome. Because that happens sometimes in betas where it's like, okay, not as many people have access to the story. A lot of people who do have access to the story aren't really gonna look at it as critically. So I'm like, okay, I have to wait for the actual release of this thing to see like what the rest of the critical thinkers are thinking about this. And okay, I'm not going insane. Awesome. Where are my critical thinkers at? Who up thinking about the cancer on Talos 2? Activate the chat. Let's activate it, I guess. I felt very vindicated when I saw other people talking about it, though, because I was like, oh, I'm not crazy. Okay, cool. Starting point. My box covers the starting point. I don't care. We've been here, but I think my box covered the starting point last time, too. Oopsies. I was gonna be like, if you want to see it without my box, too late. There it goes. It's so interesting. Because I feel like at the end of the day, we're probably going to end up working with Blue Lady and Company. Because it also seemed like I don't know, because like, no, she brought the Originium before. She was associated with it because it was in the sky. We broke it in the sky and then she got mad. So then it's like you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, but it kind of both things happened in this scenario because we did also die a hero trying to destroy the Originium, but then we were reborn and became the villain, interestingly enough. And I don't think it's that like cut and dry, black and white, good and evil. I think it's definitely, it's always shades of gray in a good story. But we'll see. I don't know though, because like given recent events, I feel like I've seen some evil, and I'm not going to elaborate on that. All I can say is that I needed that Arknights PC client, OG Arknights PC client, like yesterday. That's all I'm going to say. I know they're beta testing it. I want it.
Do not forget your mission.
I knew this cutscene was coming up and it still jump scared me. So we go through the void. We remember our name. We get to put our name in because that's what you do here.
The administrator.
We're just floating.
And you are.
Gotta put our name in. Do we have a canon name? Let's find out. Do they put a name in the box? No. So we are just admin. Because sometimes, like, gacha games like this, especially like the anime style pick a character type gacha games, they will have names that they give the main characters, and then you like put in, you can override it. Like, obviously Genshin has Lumen and Ether. I think Duet Night Abyss calls both versions of the MC. I want to say it was Vita, because I thought it was an overlap with the Honkai Impact third character, but I'm not sure. I think it might have been Vita, because I think Vita also means star or something similar to that. But a lot of times they'll give the MC a canon name and it doesn't come up in the lore, but it's nice to have. I don't think we have that in this situation. It is just admin, but Arknights does the same thing with the doctor. So anyways, makes a great typing noise though. Confirm, and we're into another loading screen. Oh no, actually it's cutscene, pre-rendered. I have no problem with it. That's the rock. Our rock. I'm so curious to dig into the Originium stuff, because I've seen other people talking about it and I'm like, okay, so that's the angle we're going with. Okay. And I'm so curious to dig into it more.
It's all right. The Endman's just a little weak.
Gee, you would look familiar. There's our rock. I think it is the same one as well, because there's that like edge on it, that cutout edge. I think it's the same one. Yay, we did it. I do wonder if the calcits that is quoted on that loading screen, if it's like actual, like the Arknights one. Because some of the characters do have name overlaps and design overlaps, but I'm not sure. Okay.
You're awake, Endman.
Now I want an apple. I don't have any apples. And if I buy a bag of apples, I'm not going to finish them, because I always forget about the apples. I think we are going to try to do JRPG rules, though, so we might not get off the spaceship today. And we auto-clear it. Because we can do that now. Because one thing I did learn through the betas with Arknights Endfield is that it's more fun to get the rest of the lore from... There's a lot of lore that you will miss if you don't interact with the world. So... Okay, so we're Dijon.
Endfield Industries?
I guess we don't remember any of it. We got that mask, though. I don't remember if we're wearing the mask in, like, the OG, like, the first prologue cutscenes.
Through this at your pace.
I think we were. I just don't know where people are getting, because there's art without the mask. And I don't know where y'all got the art.
10 years and your conditions aren't exactly stable yet.
Fair.
I can hardly recall anything.
I still can't put my finger on who is voicing Perlica, and I don't know if they made that public information. Pearly!
My name is Perlica.
I should probably also point out that I'm using the Perlica pillow I got from Hypergrip. I use it on my chair, so like it's like propping up my back
also be in charge
right
of
now.
your well-being.
Fun fact.
You might not remember this either.
I had it on the couch, but I didn't want Puppy to rip it up,
Leader of Endfield Industries.
so I moved it to my chair.
The paragon and most important companion of every Endfield.
That feels very culty. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It just seems culty, and I would love to unpack that.
My mind's completely blank.
There's so much I want to unpack about Endfield now that I've seen other people's opinions on it and know, like, okay, it's probably a lot darker than we all think. I want to unpack everything so bad. There's the apple. I also have seen people point out, like, oh, Perlica peels the apple for us, but then doesn't cut it up.
Fresh new beginning.
Which I do think is... People were pointing that out, and I do think it's kind of funny to be pointed out.
Administrator.
I'm debating if I want to make voice volume a little higher, because I just think Perlica is very soft-spoken. There's nothing wrong with that. It fits her character really well. But it just means I'm gonna have to make it louder. I will also say, with the load time issues I'm having back-to-back cutscenes that need to load in, where it's just like I'm sitting here watching cutscenes, but like with long loading screens in between, it really does take you out of like the immersion of it all, doesn't it? This is why I think pre-rendered stuff can sometimes be a blessing. Like, if you're gonna make me watch 20 minutes of cutscene, at least make it seamless. I personally like 20 minutes of cutscene if it's done well and seamlessly. It's not seamless here, but that could be a Microsoft problem. The one thing about long loading screens though is that it's a great time to take a water break, a hydration check. But my water is 7 feet away and it's warm. I need to put ice in there. So we'll probably just replace the whole bottle at this point. And it's not, I don't have it next to me. And if I get up to go get it next to me, I will wake up the puppy. So you see my dilemma. God forbid I wake up the puppy. Are we frozen again? I can't tell because we might be. Oh, we are definitely. Oh, okay. Well, that even took out my OBS. That took out my OBS for a little bit. We're dropping frames. Yeah, it's not responding. I don't know what did it because I've seen so many people raving about how well the game runs, and I was raving about how well the game ran during beta. Like, it has to be a Microsoft thing at this point, right? Because how do you go from flawless to issues again? Because that was the thing. Tech test, issues, and how it ran. Beta 1, issues. Beta 2, flawless. I don't know how we went back to issues. Maybe it's because there's more content in the game now, opposed to the beta we recently had, because now it's like a full game. Whereas before it was just like, okay, here's your little sprinkles. Now it's like, here's the whole cake. So I don't know. Anyways, it's 3 days later. Wait, we're gonna have the guy with the sunglasses, aren't we? I love this guy. Him. Okay, so the double sunglasses was meant to be there. Because in beta, I was like, that could be a meme. Like, they could be memeing it. Or it's a glitch in the beta. I don't know if it was always supposed to be the meme, or it glitched in beta and they were like, well, the players liked it. Well, why don't we keep it?
This is our
Knowing
HQ.
Hypergriff, I feel like it was meant to be there.
Of human science and technology. Originium-powered multi-surface vessel, Dijong.
Originium powered. We have to go now farm Originium on other
There
planets
was a time when we were close to losing Dijong,
to
but we followed
get the
your lead and
Originium.
saved the
There's
ship.
so much to unpack.
Dijong survived the day. Ever since
What
then,
can we
we've kept her
interact
at
with?
low orbit and minimum power.
Is there anything to interact with up here right
We're
now?
repairing Dijong using ground-supplied materials.
Ground supplied materials.
also
Perlico, would you like to explain that a little bit? Would you like to explain the ground supplied materials?
I remember nothing at all.
Oh my gosh.
Don't blame yourself, Administrator.
I don't think there's anything to interact with. Yeah, no, okay. We're just gonna follow Perlica for now then. Hi, Pearly. I have to follow her. It's matching our speed. Which honestly, a nice feature to have the character speed, walking speed matched in a quest thing. Other games could take note. It takes a little bit longer, but it's fun. My immersion. All right, now we're running. It's the bridge. Go. Here we go. Personnel verification is offline, apparently. Everyone's looking at stuff. I think it's because there is stuff happening on our Originium farming planet. That one. Oh, you can even kind of see the ripples on the surface. Yeah.
I saw it in my memories. It's Talos 2,
Talos.
our home.
Is it our home? Debatable. It's the home base in which we are farming Originium from. I think we're waiting for another cutscene now. What we'll probably do is get through the bulk of the cutscenes and then be done with the video, because we're like 15 minutes away from being in our first hour, which that would be the spot I ended last time, I believe. So we'll see. It's just the loading screens have definitely kind of put it in, dampened things, if you will.
But truth be told, it's actually the second moon of the planet named Talos.
Talos is too, the second
Much
moon.
about Talos 2 remains a mystery to us. We're also facing enemies that
So the enemies are the Eagle Eye, but also there's like a bigger picture there.
I believe that Endfield is capable of overcoming these
I definitely got to
challenges.
up the voice volume, I think.
You once carried this piece of Originium.
The Originium! So, it really is just like a vicious cycle then, right?
Every specialist tech division operator carries a piece of proto-rig.
Proto-rig?
The mineral
Yeah,
has
okay.
protocol
Yeah.
triangulation.
Now that I actually paid attention to the prologue cutscene, because I wasn't just like, whoa!
It carries
I'm like, wait a minute.
only privy to you.
Wait a minute! Because we were trying to stop the Originium, right?
And it seems to know me really well.
I'm so... Oh, I have so many questions. I think I've done this so many times that the lore has become fun. Which I thought it was fun before, but then they changed it. I'm enjoying the lore again.
And is the basis of the arts we wield.
Because I think I'm gonna pause for like a hot second. Perlica said, no, you're not.
We planted Originium upon this new world. The spark from our distant origins was meant to create a new place to call
They
home.
planted the Originium.
But war destroyed our first landing. Though we achieved
Oh, that's us.
we paid a bloody
Also, this cutscene you can't pause. It's just kind of going through.
To revive our civilization.
Because I do want to... I might have lost them at the point I wanted to make, though.
Develop the proto-rig technology.
I do have the log. I'm going to have to go look in there and try and spark what I wanted to say.
Protocol Automation Core.
Yeah, Protocol Automation Core. What's in the log? What did I want to say? Oh, about the lore. I really, really liked the Endfield lore during the tech test, and I forget when they made the change, if it was in CBT 1 or 2. In the tech test, I really liked the lore. I think it was during CBT 1 where they changed, and it felt like they dumbed down some of the lore before, because in the tech test, it was a lot more shades of gray with like morality, good and bad, etc. in various characters in the world and all that. And then in the betas, so not the technical alpha test, but the beta test, they changed some of that lore and made it so Endfield could do no wrong, sort of thing. Like Endfield Industries was the good guy. Everything they were doing was perfect. But if you looked at some of the things they were doing, it definitely wasn't. And that was even before I kind of processed the Originium, the planting of the Originium fully. So as the betas went on, I was uninterested in the lore. A lot of the more interesting parts of the lore and the stuff that was interesting to unpack was hidden in like readables throughout the world, which I usually skip during betas, but ended up not skipping and going back to because I was missing so much lore. And it felt like the original lore that was in the alpha test was much more intriguing. The only thing I could think of happened is that some people just might not have gotten it. Critical thinking skills, say it with me now. And so they dumped it down a little bit and made it truly like good versus evil, where it's like, no, that's not it. But it does seem like, at least with player response to the official release of the game, they're going back more so into the shades of gray with the lore. And I do think it's interesting, even just if they don't mean it, if it wasn't done purposely, you know? I do still think with the Originium and looking at the beginning of the game and seeing the possibility with the lore there that you either die here or live long enough to see yourself become the villain with the Originium stuff. I think that's very interesting. Also, I'm curious how the Blue Lady really plays into all that. Was this her plan, after all, to have us reborn with Originium? I don't know. It also makes me think possibly that prologue cutscene is more so related to the original Arknights timeline. And then this is years and years and centuries later, you know? But Perlica's still here, so... I've also seen people throw around a time loop scenario. A lot of things it could be. Like I said, in 5 years, it's gonna go crazy. But we can keep going now. I just wanted to talk about the morality of the lore.
Of our labor.
Because I just think it's so interesting that, like I said, it felt kind of culty. Where it's like, everyone's like, oh, Endfield can do no wrong. Originium is this amazing thing, but it's also harming the planet. You end up finding out, as well as the people on that planet. And I don't know if because before, the alpha lore was a little bit more outright with that shades of gray. Reboot of life. Hold on a second. I want to take a look at that.
Someone very important.
They're talking. Okay. Soul Booster special mission is... So their special mission is to reboot life. Okay. Someone very important commissioned us with the 0th directive. I think it's Blue Lady.
So...
Is Blue Lady the priestess? Discuss. I don't think she is, but it's possible at this point. Who commissioned it? Oh no, it's Edmund did it, because administrator's like, who commissioned it? And Perlica's like, you did. But it still could have been under the mentorship, if you will, of the not priestess lady, you know? Yep, she turns around and, yep. I remember now.
You did.
Yep. Endfield. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're actually getting more into the nitty-gritty of morality or just the player bases, you know?
We got a situation.
There's our girl. My box is covering it, unfortunately, but...
Yes, The Endman is with
Fiona. Fiona used to be Australian, by the way, but they took away her accent. I miss her Australian accent, I really do. Bring back Australian Fiona. I know it's too late at this point, but I loved Australian Fiona. Eventually we'll figure out where the box can go that won't cover up the comms photo, but not today. We might never move the box, honestly. Bring back Australia. I missed her old voice. I think the new voice is really good too. Like her new voice. I still don't know how to say that because it still sounds like there's an N in Angloy. But Fiona's new voice sounds the exact same. It sounds like the exact same voice as her old voice. Like it's the same voice actress. But they just told her to drop the accent. But I miss the accent. I miss Australian Fiona.
Unguided emergency drops might deviate. We'll drop you to the area near the base, out of concern for safety.
In my heart, gone but never forgotten.
At the hub base. In accordance with the
Andre!
They will take control of the scene.
I like how they added a picture of Andre so you know he's an owl man, because the first time I met him was not expecting it.
Inform them that I'm coming soon.
They added in the photo.
Tell Operator Chen to rendezvous with me.
Chen!
Roger, we're prepping your drop.
Excited for Chen. I love Chen, and they made her goofier, I think, with the official release, and I love that so much. We've hit the hour mark of my recording. I said we'd go to an hour, 5 minutes.
Target, Valley 4. All systems green.
I don't know how far we're gonna get into Valley 4. Just without load times. That's how you know the load times have been so much longer. Because of how far we didn't get as far as we did in beta 2, you know? I probably could go longer, but I'm genuinely cutting myself off in an hour. The other videos will be well over an hour, but I'm cutting myself off at an hour of gameplay. Because part of the first hour gameplay for Arknights Endfield was me wanting to see load times as well, and oh boy. Yeah, we have like 3 minutes left. We're gonna get through like one cutscene on the ground. We're gonna get through that motorcycle cutscene that I use as a benchmark, because the motorcycle cutscene has been in every single version of the game. Tech test to now. So I use it as a benchmark because in the tech test, it like almost shut down my PC. I don't remember CBT1, but I remember CBT2. It was flawless, like I said. That was part of the benchmarking. But we'll see. We'll see how it runs today. I am curious, but we probably won't get much farther than that. We'll like fight whatever Anglo we have to fight, and then we'll be on our merry way for the day. This is taking a minute. This is taking multiple minutes, actually. It's getting to a point where we might hit 105 in this loading screen. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit 105 in this loading screen. Unless I get out of this loading screen in the next 20 seconds. I don't know what it has to be a Microsoft thing. It really does. Because there's no way. Okay, here we are. It did it in the next 20 seconds. We are 5 seconds away from it being an official hour in this game. And look at that. We got our mossy bunny. It did it right at 105. It got me into the cutscene, by the way. Motorcycle cutscene. It still runs fine. Just the loading screen getting into it was really bad.
Hold on tight, Endman.
But I mean, my CPU is 25%, which is insane. It's just getting worse, by the way. I think it might be time that I haven't updated OBS. Maybe that's part of the problem as well. I haven't updated it in like 6 months. Because I'm the type of person who will just put off updating OBS as well, because I know that the first little bit of time with a new version of OBS, it's like really bad sometimes, so I don't want to like risk it. I'm the type of person who I will not update my OBS until I absolutely need to update my OBS, and I think it might be absolutely time to update my OBS.
Stay close to me.
Oh, that was an interesting glitch. It doubled Perlica's voice line. I was trying to pinpoint what Perlica's weapon reminded me of. Sonetto. Sonetto's wand in reverse in 1999. And now that I think about it, Perlica and Sonetto have very similar vibes. Like, very similar. You know, that makes a lot of sense why I like this game now. I'm starting to understand things. All right, team combat. Should we have gotten this tutorial in the fight with the blue lady's guy? I already forgot his name. Arknights? It's Arknights, right? Should we have gotten this tutorial pre the Arknights fight? Probably. Anyways, Perlica will be joining the battle. When the controlled operator starts fighting, other operators will also fight automatically. So we're gonna do the little tutorial here, and once we finish fighting these Eggloi, we are gonna be done, and we'll pick it up in the next video, even though it's going to be a weird spot to end. We did hit our hour, so. Fighting as a team allows the casting of the teammates' skills. Press the number 2 key to cast Perlica's battle skill. That's kind of what I explained earlier on. And I usually will just cycle through. We share a single skill point pool, but it's not really a huge problem there. We haven't gotten like any sort of like cycling yet of like who to cycle through with, but we will get to it eventually. I'll figure out what order I want to put things in team-wise.
You all right?
Because I do recommend, if whatever order you want to cast your skills in, 1, 2, 3, 4, put it in the order you want to cycle through them, essentially. You don't have to, but it's just easier that way. Anyways, I'm still good for the mission. What about you, Perlica?
I'm okay, but we'll have to walk the rest of the way.
My CPU is going crazy.
To reach this place.
I'll update OBS, I promise.
Far more severe than our previous estimates.
I'll do it as soon as I like encode this video, okay? Okay, but it seems like a warm welcome from Talos too. Warm is one thing. I mean, there is fire, sure.
Actually hoped for a gentler reception.
Gentler? Well, we had to like crash land on Talos. What did you expect? As soon as Broken Lands Chapter 1 recording has started, we're going to actually start Chapter 1 next time. We need to hurry. I want my stable essence. So this is where we're going to end. We'll really start Chapter 1 next time. That's kind of where we are at today. We don't have any of our fun stuff like the events and things, but oh no, we have our mailbox. I can grab mailbox stuff, which I'm like, that's unfortunate because there's so much we can't have. Look at all this. So we have the version experience survey. We have Gilberto's greetings, the pre-registration and social media milestone rewards, Levitane's greetings. We have an appreciation gift from the project team, a little profile portrait frame from SK Port. Then we also have the all charged up portrait, like the actual portrait from that event. I would think that was a web event. Fortune Connect and Win rewards 3 times over, and that's what we have for today. So we claim all. Yay! Look at all those. That's gonna be so fun to use later on. We got our free snow shine as well. I didn't even realize that, but we did get our free snow shine. I don't know if that's gonna do anything for me right now, but we did get her. Oh, it did do something for me. We have the character introductory animation. Snowshine from Rhodes Island. I love Snowshine. Snowshine is so fun. Look at her little ears. Her little ears, they move. Oh my god, I didn't notice that before. That's so fun. What's N? Is that the notices? Oh, that's our inventory. Okay. So we can't do polls or anything yet, but we'll do that in the next video when we actually get into Chapter 1. We're not doing that today, obviously. That is going to be it for our first hour in Arknights Enfield's official release, though. It still runs pretty well. It's just those load times are really weird, which is strange because I don't remember them being that long in the final beta. And honestly, I don't remember if they were long in like the other tests either, and the other tests were kind of messy. So I don't know where that came from. I genuinely think it might be a PC issue. It could just be the fact that I need to update my OBS, and I haven't done that, so everything is just running slow. I think that might be it. Granted, I am playing on a hard drive in my PC, like an internal one, not the main one, an extra one that I put in there. And it does recommend to play it on your main drive, not a side one, for the best experience. But every time I've played Endfield, including in the alpha, I've played on a side, like not my main drive, and been fine. So I don't think that's the issue. My OBS could be doing it though, now that I'm thinking about it. I think it might be my OBS, but I'll update it and see if that fixes anything. Because this isn't just an issue I've been having with Arknights, I've been having it with like every game. That is going to be it for today, though. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. I hope everyone is enjoying their time in Endfield, and I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!